doing? My name is Erica Baldone.
How you doing?
I'll be your interviewer today.
Okay.
I just want to let you know before we begin our interview that I am recording the interview. Is that okay with you?
That's fine.
Okay. I also want to let you know the reason behind my interview, the reason that I am interviewing you today is because I'm doing a little research on the effects that deployment has had on soldiers once they return back to the States.
Okay.
So I just want to ask you a few questions about your deployment, and we'll go from there, okay?
Okay.
Before I continue, I want you to introduce yourself to me by spelling your first and last name, please.
Okay, my first name is Roberto, R-O-B-E-R-T-O. Last name is Torres, T-O-R-R-E-S.
Okay, Mr. Torres. And if you have any questions for me, it's fine for you to call me Erica. It's okay if I call you Roberto?
That's fine.
Okay, Roberto, can I get you to let me know where you're from? Where you're originally from?
Well, I'm original from New York, but I grew up in a beautiful island of Puerto Rico.
Wow. So you're a very long way from home, yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Torres, I also want to ask you your branch of service and your rank.
Okay, my rank, I'm a sergeant, and I belong to the United States Army.
Okay. And I want to also ask you, how many times have you actually been deployed since you've been in the Army? How long have you been in the Army? I'm sorry.
I've been in the Army for 7 years, and I've been deployed twice.
Twice. And how long were your deployments each time you deployed?
12 months each.
12 months apiece. So a whole 24 months over there.
A whole 24 months over there.
Okay. And you went to Iraq and Afghanistan, or just Iraq?
Just Iraq.
Okay. And can you tell me what year did you actually deploy?
I deployed January 05 to January 06.
Okay.
And then deployed again from August 06 to August 07.
So you went back to back?
Back to back.
Is that something that's normal?
It all depends. It happens sometimes.
Okay.
I was just in the process of changing my duty station from Fort Benning, Georgia to Fort McPherson in Atlanta, and when I got to my new duty station, they were in the process to deploy.
Okay.
And they asked me if I volunteered to go with them.
Oh, okay.
So,
okay,
yes.
That's nice. Brave of you to volunteer to go back. Well, I guess you had been before, so it wasn't.
Yeah, so I was still on the deployment Iraq mentality, so might as well get it out the way.
Okay, I want to explain to me, as brief as possible, what were your actual duties, just like the bones of your duties in Afghanistan. What were you actually sent there for? What was your job in Afghanistan? Iraq. I'm so sorry. In Iraq. Okay. I'm so sorry. In Iraq. It's so many troops going to Afghanistan now.
Yeah. Well, my job in the Army is I'm a human resources specialist.
Okay.
So I deal with basically paperwork from promotions, awards, evaluations, pay.
So that's what you do in Iraq.
Everything that has to do with your personal life, that is my job.
Okay, and that's what you did over in Iraq?
That's what I did the first time, including a mail clerk, PSD, which is a personal security detail for a few generals out there.
Okay.
I volunteered to do that because I got kind of tired of doing paperwork, and that was a little break.
Okay, a nice break. Getting to meet the general.
It was, yeah.
Okay, I want you to describe to me, how does it feel when you first arrived in Iraq from the first time you went, because the second time you knew how it was going to be. Tell me how you felt when you first got there. Was it like a shocker, or how did you feel? Were you scared or afraid?
I wasn't afraid. I was a little nervous.
Okay.
But the good thing about it is they don't take you out there without proper training.
Okay.
So you go through a different type of training, through the desert, jungle, and when you go out there, you're comfortable because you train for the person to your left and to your right, so it's kind of like a family.
Okay.
Now, when I first got there, of course, I got to Kuwait first. I was there like for 2 weeks, getting ready to go, and I drove from Kuwait to Iraq. So I crossed the border on January 6th at 05:54 a.m. So
it must be a very important day for you.
I mean, it is, because I was a young soldier, and it was an important day, an important stage of my life.
Okay.
I was going into war.
Yes.
So it was I was real nervous. I was driving, I remember, a half-ton with all my human resources equipment in the back with my supervisor as a truck commander. So it was nervous. I was nervous, but I wasn't afraid.
I want you to tell me what are some of the positive things that you experienced in Iraq? Are there any positive things that you can experience in Iraq?
There's a lot of positive things in Iraq.
Okay.
I think we're helping. We helped a lot of families out there. You brought democracy over there. We're building a lot of stuff out there. We're bringing in the American way of life to the Middle East.
So you're proud for that?
I am very proud of it.
Is pride an adjective you would use to describe yourself when you returned? A proud person?
Yes, a proud person, a grateful person, an accomplished. It was an accomplishment for me. It was something that I felt like I had to do in order to, feel better with me as a person.
Okay. Can you tell me one experience, negative or positive, that you had in Iraq that you felt was life-changing?
On my way from Kuwait to Iraq, we stopped on a break and I saw a little girl, dirty, like real dirty, and halfway naked, dancing for food.
Wow.
So it was life changing. It was kind of like we take it for granted in the States. We throw away a lot of food and we don't live the right way. And just by seeing the way they're living over there, and they're still happy, they still got hope, they still get up every morning and go to work, take care of their families and everything. It made me feel like some kind of way, like embarrassed and ashamed of the way we're living over here and how we take for granted a lot of stuff that we have. On the negative side, I saw a close friend getting killed by a suicide bomber. But at the same time, you take that negative and make it positive, and it motivates me to keep doing what I do in honor, of the country and honor of my friends.
So basically, it's safe to say that there are negative experiences and positive experiences from you going to Iraq.
Of course, it's the comment on it. You gotta bring two bags.
Okay. If you could go back there and do it all again, not necessarily repeat, but if you had the opportunity to go back and deploy again, would you go, or would you stay? Okay, and tell me why. You're very, very strong about that. Tell me why.
I'll be honest with you. I think while I was in my short career in the military, I had the best time while I was deployed.
Okay.
I mean, it's fun. I think it's fun, and I know it's weird, but for me, I have fun. At the same time, the camaraderie of people, they really get along because they really have no choice but to get along.
Okay. Because
life depends on each other, and I think when you are there, when I'm here, I feel like for some reason like I'm letting people down because they need me out there and I'm here.
Okay.
And that was one of the reasons why I joined the Army. Me being original, from New York with the Twin Towers and everything, I felt like I had to give back.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you, Mr. Torres. I want to say that you gave me a lot of great information for my interview, for my project. You're a great interviewee. Do you have any questions that you would like to ask me about what I'm going to do with the information?
No,
no questions at all?
No questions at all.
Okay, well, I do want to say thank you for your wonderful interview, and once I put all my project together, I will, get in contact with you so you'll be able to see what I put together.
I will appreciate that.
Okay, thank you. You have a great day.
All right.
Bye.
Yes.